Trend Truck of the Year 3 times in a row, that had never been done before. Then again, neither had a 12-inch touchscreen or 1,000 pound-feet of torque. Never been done before. It's just kind of our thing.
All right, Calgary Flames leading here after the first period. Dylan Dubé stops in for a conversation. Dylan, maybe just first of all, before we get to your goal, second in as many nights, the penalty kill. Just to be able to kill off, I think, 6 minutes in the early part of this game. How did that set you up?
Yeah, it was good. I think a lot of guys' first shift. I think we brought it right away. You guys were ready to play, and it was a huge kill for us. And then, special teams for us to get the one of the power plays big for us.
The block shots, you lose a couple of defensemen at different points, they come back, but, do you get a lift on the bench and just as another killer like yourself when you're seeing that?
Yeah, they're warriors, so when you see them block a shot, it gets you up, it gets the bench going, even if, you're not killing, it brings a lot of life on the bench, so it's huge plays by them, it's big for our team.
Just a thought on your goal, another kind of high-low play, but to be able to get a stick on that, the Rasmus Andersson shot, what you saw?
It was just good forecheck by Toff being able to get that, and Monty and just shot and go to the net. They're a hard team. They play well, so that's kind of how it's got to go tonight, is just to the net.
Appreciate the time.
Thanks, guys.
Dylan Dubé after the first.
We found a way to make Coke Zero Sugar taste better than ever. Don't believe us? Taste it and become a believer. Go on, try it. New Coke Zero Sugar, now more delicious. Best Coke ever? You bet.
Shouldn't he be playing basketball?
Stick to basketball.
Do they even have ice in China?
Women's hockey is just boring, okay?
Let's watch girls play.
Go back to where you belong.
Go back where we belong? This is where we belong.
We found our rhythm for staying well. So let's keep up the good work by following public health measures. A message from the Government of Canada.
Before the podiums, before the photo finishes, before the cheers, the cowbells, the 5 a.m. training sessions, there was a dream and sporting life.
Okay, Flying Flames TV live at the Intermission, brought to you by your Alberta Ram dealers. Let's get you caught up on what we saw here in that first period, an entertaining period between the Calgary Flames and Anaheim Ducks, two division rivals meeting for the third of 4 times this season. Let's go back in through some of the highlights, and it didn't start the way you want it to necessarily, with plenty of time shorthanded, but the Flames were able to kill 2. In fact, it was a double minor and then a single one for 6 minutes total, and then capitalized on their own chance at the other end. Rasmus Andersson shot deflected in nicely by Dylan Dubé, 6 on the year for him. That's his second in as many nights. And then on the power play, the Flames get their own advantage, and it's Elias Lindholm riding that hot hand right now. Goals now in 6 consecutive games. His longest goal-scoring streak as a member of the Calgary Flames. Thought maybe for a second it might have been Sean Monahan there to help push it along, but credit is given to Elias Lindholm. As mentioned, that's 6 straight games with a goal, but 20 on the season for Lindholm. Joins Matthew Tkachuk and Andrew Mangiapane as 20 goal scorers on the year. And then how about this save shortly thereafter? In fact, it might have been the next shift later. It was Adam Henrique with 2 chances, but Markstrom turns both away. And then for the second time this season, a spirited scrap between Milan Lucic and Delorier. And we'll give the decision to Lucic on this one for sure. the home side, getting the crowd up and going, and what a tilt it was. These two also fought in the home opener right back here in the Scotiabank Saddledome. Two big men, two pretty big right hands going back and forth there trading. As we see the first period stats, shots are pretty even, 12-12, but look down at the bottom. There was a physical play, especially for the Calgary Flames late in that period. Eric Branson, Noah Hannafin laying a few body checks, 10-7 in that category, and then the block shots is an interesting one. Calgary Flames obviously got in the way of a number of them on those first couple of penalty kills. Noah Hannafin thinking about his that sent him off shortly, but he returned later in that period. Solid on the penalty kill, and it leads to a couple of goals. Calgary Flames up 2-0 after one period of play. Let's take a look at what's happening around the National Hockey League and our out-of-town scoreboards. A more quiet night in terms of the rest of the NHL schedule this evening. A couple of games already final. National game, Florida and Carolina, two of the big dogs in the Eastern Conference, and it would be the Panthers coming from behind to win that one 3-2 in overtime. And then just nicely getting underway, a couple of big guys in the Western Conference, the Colorado Avalanche and Vegas Golden Knights. That game just nicely underway, scoreless in the first period. The Winnipeg Jets win 6-3 over top of the Minnesota Wild. All right, that does it for our Flames TV live at the intermission here in the first period. It is brought to you by your Alberta Ram dealers. 2-0, the Calgary Flames up over the Anaheim Ducks. The second period is coming up next.